Welcome to The Soft Life with me, Candy Washington, where we explore all things self-love, manifestations, and relationships with a cheeky dash of pop culture news. So be sure to subscribe, share, and join us on Patreon. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to The Soft Life with me, Candy Washington. So before we dive into today's episode, which is how to become intoxicating to other people, I think this is one of the most overlooked ways. A lot of times we talk about our looks or things like that, our glow up, our skin, our hair, our nails, how to be hot and magnetic. But I think I've really cracked the code on how to become irresistible and intoxicating as a person. But before we dive in, don't forget that we have a free manifestation and self-love guide. You can grab that down below. Head over to candywashington.com/courses for our courses on self-love and on manifestation. And you can also shop our Soft Life collection. We have hoodies, we have journals, we have mugs, we have sweatshirts and joggers. And we also have our Miracle Manifestation Affirmations Journal available on Amazon.com. Again, everything is linked down below, including our free newsletter. So with that, let's dive right on in. So the number one thing I think you need to have in order to be intoxicating is a playful spirit. People who are closed off, who are hypercritical, who are super serious, who are always nitpicking and nagging, who are always trying to fix something, that's like a repellent to people. People don't want to be around that. But the person who is playful and light and fun and energized and has an open feminine energy and spirit, it's intoxicating to be around those people, because then that gives you permission to do the same. That gives you permission to be light and to be fun and to be joyful and to be childlike. Now, I don't mean being goofy or non-serious or over the top or obnoxious or childish. I don't mean that. I mean being childlike, being light and open and curious and playful and not taking everything so seriously. And again, the reason why it's intoxicating is, think about when someone's, drunk or a little bit loose, and then you're around that person, you kind of feel a little drunk and a little bit loose too, whether you are or not. And again, I don't mean anything about being over the top, but when you're around somebody who is like that, it's infectious, it's contagious. So when you have that open, playful spirit, it intoxicates other people. It gives them permission to do the same. And I'll dive a little bit deeper into that now. It also allows you to radiate light. There's a lightness about you when you have a playful spirit. It awakens and heals your divine feminine energy. It puts you in a place to allow ease and flow into your life. And it also puts you into receiving mode. When you are open, when you are present, when you are playful, it puts you in receiving mode. It lets more abundance and love and laughter and joy and goodness and light flow into you easily and effortlessly, because there's no more blockages up against all of the beautiful things that are just waiting to flow into your life. And it also helps you to distress, alleviate anxiety and depression. Again, if you are struggling with something that needs a little bit more support, there's no problem with seeking out a professional mental health professional if you really need help with anxiety or depression. But this is a great way to alleviate that. Cultivate a spirit and an energy of playfulness. And it also allows you to heal your inner child. So let's dive in a little bit deeper. So number one, joy and kindness are contagious. So these are 6 ways that having a playful spirit will make you intoxicating. Like I was saying before in the introduction, joy and kindness are contagious. People want to be around people who make them feel good. So if you are playful, and by playful, I mean light, easy, open, fun, That's what I mean by playful, a playful spirit, right? Just open. Just think about, when was the last time you really laughed? I mean, you really just laughed, whether it was with yourself, not at yourself, or with or at something else, right? When was the last time you laughed? When was the last time you just allowed yourself to fall into joy and to just relax and to not have the need to do anything or to fix anything or to be anywhere or to change anything, but you were just there and you were just happy and you just allowed yourself to be and to flow. That's what I mean by this playfulness, okay? And that brings us to number 2. Playfulness and openness are disarming. So when you are in that playful, open space, it allows other people to take away their armor as well, to put down their barriers as well. It allows them to feel safe with you. It allows them to feel vulnerable with you, right? If you are around someone who just feels soft and open and flowy and playful and light, it gives you permission to do the same. Think about people who are, I use the word intoxicating because, think about someone who's like drunk or a little loose, right? And they're having fun. Whether you're partaking in it or not, you kind of get that contact. You kind of feel loose and kind of fun too, right? Because when people are just being open and loose and fun, it gives other people around them to do the same. And that brings us into number 3, which is healing your inner child, both yours and others. So if there's that little girl or that little boy inside of you that didn't get to be a kid, that had to stress and worry and figure things out, and they didn't get to play and they didn't get to laugh and have things be easy and being taken care of, well, now that you're the adult, you can now reparent yourself and make time for playfulness for yourself and your inner child. I don't have children, but I know that people who do, they set up play dates and they have playtime and they have nap time and snack time and this time and that time. And they're always making sure they're doing all this stuff for their children. But do you ever stop to do that for your own inner child? If you're thinking, well, how can I be more playful? How can I cultivate that openness and that lightness and that curiosity? Schedule that same time for yourself. Schedule your own play dates, whether it's meeting up with a girlfriend or a friend and just having fun, not talking about, oh girl, let me tell you what happened today and blah, 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 and this, and this. Not a dump session, but have an actual play date where you're laughing and you're having fun and you're doing something cool and you're not trauma dumping on each other or venting to each other. Let it be a really fun session where you're just having fun. Make play dates with yourself. Make time to nap and snack on really fun things that you really like. Make time to go to the beach or, have a picnic, lay in the sun, to read a good book, to just do the things that make your inner child feel safe and seen and able to relax and let go and supported. Make a list of all the things you couldn't do as a child or all the things you did as a child, but you no longer do, that just lights you up. That will make you get into that energy of being a curious person, a light person, an open person. And like we were saying before, when you cultivate that energy yourself, it becomes irresistible to other people. It becomes intoxicating to other people because people always want to be around people who make them feel good, who make them feel safe, and who make them feel seen. Okay, now we're going to dive into our next ones right after this. Ready to unlock your true potential and manifest the life of your dreams? Then I've got something super special just for you. Our mind-blowing self-love and manifestation courses. Picture this, a journey of self-discovery where you'll find a deep well of self-love and acceptance. Say goodbye to self-doubt and hello to unshakable confidence. Our courses are designed to help you embrace your worthiness and tap into the incredible power of self-love. But that's not all. We'll also dive deep into the transformative world of manifestations. You'll learn proven tools and techniques and strategies to align your thoughts, beliefs, and actions with your wildest dreams. So get ready to create the success, happiness, love, and abundance that you deserve. So what are you waiting for? Head over to candywashington.com/courses to get started. Again, that's candywashington.com/courses. All right. Okay. So number 4, having a playful spirit strengthens your emotional intelligence and your empathy. So when you are in your divine feminine, when you are open and playful and curious and light, it makes you in a position to truly understand other people, to understand where they're coming from, to tap into your intuition because you're not so closed off. It gives you the ability to connect with other people. This makes you more relatable, it makes you more endearing, and it also makes you more alluring, which in turn makes you more irresistible and intoxicating. Because if there is someone who can truly hear you and see you and validate you and understand you, that person to you becomes amazing. They become intoxicating. They become someone that you want to be around. Think about someone who, when you are with them, they just let you be. That becomes your favorite person. And it also helps you become more emotionally intelligent. You're no longer just reacting. You're no longer be in defense mode. You're no longer in your victimhood. You're no longer in your codependency. You're no longer in your toxic masculinity, whether you're male or female. But you are just there. You are open. You are seeing things for how they are. You're not projecting any limitation or insecurity. You're able to truly be mindful, to understand yourself, to understand the other person, and to understand what's going on. And then you don't sympathize with them, but you empathize with them. And that makes you alluring. And that brings us to number 5, which is it also enhances your charisma and charm. When you think about someone who's charming, Prince Charming, or someone who's very charismatic, it's because they have a lightness about them. They're a little tongue-in-cheek. They're very witty. There's something very coquettish and fun and flirtatious about them. Something that says they don't take this that seriously. They care less. Those are the most attractive, sexy, magnetic, charismatic people. The people who are looking at everything as if it's a game for them to play and for them to win and for them to enjoy. They have a playful spirit about them. Think about someone who's charismatic. Usually they have a little smile or a cute little smirk on their face because nothing is that deep or serious. And because they have that level of aloofness, of not being so invested, being unbothered by everything, makes them so attractive and so charismatic and so alluring, right? And that is what draws people in. That is having the type of personality, that is having the type of aura or energy that people want to be around, that people love and people want to support. Think about the most charismatic people. There's a lightness and playfulness to them. They're in on the joke, right? Again, I don't mean being goofy or over the top or childish or anything like that. It's a mentality, it's an energy, it's an aura, and it's intoxicating. And number 6, it allows you to harness the power of the present moment. When you have a playful spirit, you're able to actively listen. This kind of goes back to what I was saying about being emotionally intelligent and empathetic. When you see children playing, They are laser focused on what they're doing, whether they are playing with the latest gadget and technology, or if they're outside playing in the dirt with sticks and stones. Regardless of what it is, they are laughing, they are engaged, they are focused, they are not distracted, they are fully in the present moment. And they're having fun. They're enjoying it. They're using their imagination, right? That is so powerful. If you are able to harness the present moment and harness your focus in a playful, magnetic, joyful, childlike way, then you've cracked the code to everything, right? Being present with the person that you are with, and also being present with yourself. That's really the core. That becomes a mindful person. That becomes a conscious person. That becomes a self-aware person. That becomes a self-actualized person. That becomes a self-validated person. That becomes an emotionally intelligent person. That becomes a charismatic, alluring, magnetic, intoxicating person. That becomes a person who is no longer struggling with their anxiety or their depression or their low self-esteem or their distractions and procrastinations. That becomes a person who is so intoxicated with the lightness and the love and the joy and the nothing is wrongness of the present moment, that they are able to harness the power of being. And that is why having a playful spirit makes you intoxicating. You heal and you play you heal and you allow your inner child to play. And because you're healing and you're playful and you're open, you give those people in your life, whether it is your own children, whether it is your romantic partner, whether it is your friends or your coworkers or the people that you meet in the life and world. The reason why I say intoxicating, because then it allows them to give themselves permission to heal and to play and to be curious too. So if you're not sure how to start your journey on being playful, I would say start with making a list of what just lights you up. What just lights you up? Do you want to take an art class? Do you want to visualize for an hour? Do you want to go to the beach? Do you want to watch cartoons that you haven't watched? Do you want to just whatever you want to do, start doing that. And then be mindful in moments of, when was the last time I laughed? Where can I find the joy in this moment? Why am I making this harder than it needs to be? Is there a way for me to find the lightness in this situation? What does my inner child need in this moment to feel safe? Start getting curious and mindful and asking yourself questions. And then when you get that intuitive answer, act on them. Take a nap, have snack time, go for a break, laugh with yourself. Don't take things so seriously. Don't think about how you need to fix or change or do or be or blah, 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 blah. Just know that in this moment, nothing is wrong, and all I really have to do is exist. And everything's okay. So there you have it. Those are my 6 ways of having a playful spirit makes you intoxicating. Don't forget that I like to always leave us on the note of seeking and leveraging gratitude. Don't wait for something big and huge to happen, but just be thankful for everything that you already have, everything that's already happened, and small wins. And it's never too late. You're never too young or too old, to this or to that, to live your dream life and to have everything, because you are worthy of it. Don't forget that we have our free manifestation and self-love guide linked down below. Head over to candywashington.com/courses. Check out our self-love and our manifestation courses. Grab the Miracle Manifestation Affirmations Journal on Amazon.com and shop our Soft Life collection. We have hoodies, sweatshirts, journals, mugs, joggers, sweatpants, and more. Again, that's all linked down below and available on candywashington.com. And subscribe, like, and share. It's a free way to help support and grow the show. And as always, take care of yourself and each other. And I will see you guys next time. Bye. Welcome to The Soft Life with me, Candy Washington, where we explore all things self-love, manifestations, and relationships with a cheeky dash of pop culture news. So be sure to subscribe, share, and join us on Patreon.